B'siyata d'shmaya. We are we're making moves here. So let's begin with a little bit of song. And Jacob had a dream. And Jacob sees a ladder. Sula mutzav arza, v'roishay magia shamayim. The ladder is planted firmly on the ground, and it's going all the way up to the heavens. It sounds like there's such a reality of being down here and being all the way up there, all at the same time. Says Rabbi Nachman of Breslov. We're in the Shahakol.
In the Shahakol.
In the Mois Zayin, my friends. Number 7. V'zeh achacham. There's a certain wise person that exists in the world. Shezoich la'ela makif manir la'el. That is able to understand things in a very deep and profound way. L'china shefa keser, which is the idea of something called keser. Keser means to receive a light, like a crown. A crown is above your head, something above, something very, very high. Hu tzarich shi'eh lo bechinas kol. He has to be somebody who has something called kol. What does kol mean, my friends? All, everything. With a chaf. Good question. Means everything. He has to learn how to be connected to everything. Bechinas ki kol b'shamayim v'aretz. That the connection point of heaven and earth. And Rav Nachman quotes from the Zohar, "V'targumai da'ochad b'shmaya v'ara." He's able to unify heaven and earth. What do you think that means in your own words, my friends, to unify heaven and earth? How would that look like in your life? That's true.
I was told the longest distance is something the Rabbi says between your head and your heart.
The longest distance in the world is between the head and the heart. There's things that I know that I don't really do. Moshe, you believe in God?
Of course I do.
You believe God doesn't want you to talk in shul? So not you. But you ask a guy, you believe in God? Yes. You believe God doesn't want you to talk in shul? Yes. So why do you talk in shul? As I know things here, but it didn't go into my heart yet. It didn't land in my heart. I think most people, if you ask them, do you love your wife? Yes. Do you know you should be writing her love notes? Yes. So why don't you? There's some things we know, but we just, it doesn't sink in.
And then to connect it is with Das.
Das is the connection. So here the Rebbe is saying there's such a thing of a person being kol, he's able to be all the way up there, all the way down here, but let's go in a different direction than all the way up here and all the way down here. It's interesting language, Magia Hashemayma. What do you mean it arrived to heaven? It reaches. If we're talking about Makifin here, Magia Hashemayma, that reaches the heavens, does it ever Magia?
No.
If there's always more Makifin, so where was the ladder going? Did the ladder have a top to it? Or the ladder was just endlessly going?
The top was the heavens.
The heavens has a top. It's like Truman Show. Like he gets like to the bubble. He gets to the end.
No, we said yesterday that
There's endless makifin.
There's endless heavens?
Endless. What do you mean? Isn't there 7 heavens? 7 categories of endless. Makifin. Makifin means those things that are above me, those things that are, I don't quite know it yet. You ever learn Tosfos? Tosfos is good, right? And then you realize, as much as I know Tosfos, it's much deeper than I ever thought. And then I learned that Tosfos, and then I realized, wow, Rabbi Kiva Eger. There's things that are even deeper than that, and deeper, like a relationship. You get to know a girl, then you learn things, like her name. That's very important to know. Her favorite color. Make sure you know that one. But then you realize there's more to her than just her name and her favorite color. And then maybe she shares something more personal, an intimate point, and you're like, wow, that's very deep. But as soon as you hear that deep point about her, you realize how much deeper she really is. Did you ever have a person that you saw, that you encountered them kind of like in passing, maybe a business associate or somebody that was just worked in your office place? You never really thought like anything special. They're just like that worker in the office. And then one day you kind of meet them by chance and you start talking. You see each other on the subway. And you can't not sit like, they're like, oh, hi. Like we work in the same office, like, oh. And then you sit down with them, and then you walk from your subway to your workplace together, and you realize this is a deep person. They're much deeper than I ever realized. I always thought they did the graphics for the company, and you realize this person's got a lot of depth to them. So there's things about them that you didn't know, but now you know. But then there's going to be higher levels that you really now know that you don't know. So a tzaddik is somebody that's able to continue to climb upwards all the way up, striving to learn about God, things that he didn't know. But then he realizes there's deeper things that he doesn't know. But at the same time, he's living firmly here on the earth. He's firmly planted on the ground. So says the Rebbe, he's able to hold on to two worlds, Olam ha'elyon v'olam ha'tachton, shem bechinas shamayim va'aretz. Do we live up in Shamayim and down here at the same time? What would that look like in your life? To live up in the heavens and down here at the same time?
Well, we were talking about it earlier when we were leaving dust down here. So if you're leaving in depression, leaving mark, like Nucken's down here at the moment, right? And
He's definitely down here. How can we be you and I? Right now, we're sitting in Lakute Cafe. How could you and I be down here and up there at the same time?
connection with mitzvahs, but is mitzvahs bringing spiritual stuff down here, isn't it, rather than us being up there?
It's definitely bringing things down. How do we be down here and up there all at the same time? Yeah?
You know how there was, we spoke about look maxing?
Yeah. Soul
The
maxing.
best way to...
Soul maxing, bro.
Soul maxing. That's the best way to do it. You mamish, you live your life as a Torah Yid in both this world.
As a soul maxer.
Soul maxer. You optimize your mitzvahs.
You like that, Moshe?
You go out there and make an impact in the world, in the community, to those around you, your children, grandchildren. You soul max.
Should we not also looks max? What do you say? Michael, should we also be looks maxing as well as soul maxing? Is looks maxing healthy? I saw a guy that was talking about his, apparently he's one of the top looks maxers in the world. And he said that, he pumped himself with testosterone also, he was going through his, daily Seder.
What defines looks max?
They're basically, it's what is believed to be, it's a certain philosophy in the world, that if you want to succeed in this world, and you want success, and you want to get ahead, and you want attention, then there's a scientifically proven, sounds a bit like eugenics, which is a bit scary, a scientifically proven way to do surgical jaw work, to put X number of testosterone in the body, to have your hair go just the right curl, but not too curled, just the right thing. And that if you do that, then you will get the attention and thereby also getting the fame and the success that you so desire. The only problem is when one of the interviewers was speaking to this guy and said some of these things are kind of experimental and dangerous. So he said, I'm not into longevity.
But if you're going,
I'm not into longevity. So
if you're going that extreme, can't there be that so extreme in soul maxing? What about the person that goes on top of the mountain and doesn't come back down to share the Torah? Because he's I'm all about my soul.
So here, I think if we understand Rav Nachman properly, he's giving you such a healthy perspective of soul maxing, that soul maxing includes coming down here with the people.
Yeah, so
It's all about being down here with the people.
Can't there be a balance in looks maxing? Because the Rosh said the other day, we take for granted that things that are good for our body are good for our soul. But it's as below as so below.
It is. It has to be. It cannot be that the Torah that gave us soul maxing would not also encourage healthy looks maxing. Maybe this is what Michael means. Obviously, that a person would have to take care of themselves. The Torah is not going to tell you to do something that's going to be bad. Now, it could be that a person just has a krum idea. He's got a crooked idea of looks maxing, which I think is evidenced in a statement I don't care about my health. As long as it's going, that's probably going to hurt you in the long term.
Right.
like
Yeah.
pumping
I'm
it.
not actually trying to be healthy. I'm trying to just
Looks
look
nice.
good.
For X number of years until the whole system just falls apart.
Yeah.
My body's a temple for the outside.
Just, yeah.
So Reb Nachman, you see this very healthy approach here of how can I soul max to such a degree that I'm all the way up there, I'm seeking spiritual insight all the time to grow, to live, to love. And at the same time, I'm firmly planted down here, Sula Mutzav Arza. I spend time with friends. I help people. I'm very much aware of my body consciousness, but I'm not bound by it. As we get closer to Hanukkah, we're going to see this is one of the big Greek philosophies, the ancient Greek philosophy of the body worship. They were the first looks maxers. The ancient Greeks were the ultimate looks maxers. So really, Mashahaya, Hushiyeh, what was will once again be. It's all just coming back around. It's all the same thing. There's nothing new under the sun. So everything is just really coming back to the place that it was. And every year around Hanukkah time, looks maxing starts getting hot again, because the ancient Greek energy is starting to pop once again.
Gotta get shredded in the winter.
It's bulking season. Where do you think that all came from? Exactly. It's fake news, the ones that tell you there's cutting season. They just want you to get small.
Oh.
Facts. So says the Rebbe here, Ki atzadik ve'achacham, this tzadik, hu tzarech shia oiches b'shneim, l'kaim is kol echad ve'echad v'bechinosoi. The tzadik has to be all the way up there and all the way down here. Okay, this line now, put this line in your heart. Ki yesh dore mala v'yesh dore mata. There's two main categories of people. And this is going to get into our topic. I think we mentioned speaking about transhumanism a little bit. There's two main energies. There are those people that live above, and there are those people that live below. Dahainu, meaning, oilam ha'elyon v'oilam ha'tachton. Who would you call Dore Mala people? Maybe you would say that those are people that are the mountain dwellers. And then who are the Dore Mata people? The ones that are down below. Who are the people that are down below?
The looks maxes.
So, should we be down below?
And if we can sustain.
In an extent, yes.
We want to be down here below?
Like Yosef Atzadik.
It looks like the Rebbe is saying there's those people that live up there, and there's those people that live down here.
We want to be both of them at the same time.
We want to be both. We want to be both at the same time. Let's just try to refine a little bit who these people up there are and who these people down here are. What we mentioned earlier in the Torah, for everyone who's been with us during this Torah, is that there are people that are up there. How do we call those people that are up there? What do we refer to those people that are up there? Well, in one part of the Torah, referred to people who passed on from the world. We refer to those people as people that passed on. Look at Ois Daled for a second. Go to chapter 4 for a second. The Rebbe mentions, even when it comes time for a person to leave this world, after 120 years, B'ezrat Hashem, all of us, v'haneshama, and the soul, olah, and the soul starts going up, umistabekes b'makom sha'oile, b'oilamas elyonim, and starts going up to the higher worlds. Ein ze tachlis ushleimus. This is not the full purpose. What do you mean? I thought once we pass on, we go up to the upper worlds and our souls unify back with God. Isn't that what we're trying to do? Just get back with God? So says the Rebbe, Ein ze tachlis ushleimus. That's actually not the perfection of you. What's the perfection? Shitia neshama rak devuka lamala. Rak ikara shleimus. You know what the main perfection of you is? Shala neshama hi shebe'eshi hi lamala. While my soul is up there, tilamata gam kein. My soul, even after death, is down here. Dorimala, dorimata. Those that dwell above and those that dwell below. It looks like you could do both, and in fact, we're required to, and for full perfection, the full soul maxing has to be that we're all the way up and all the way down. Now, how does that work at the same time? Don't we say after a person leaves, like he's gone? Okay, he dedicates a building, he puts his name on it, so it's like he's here. But Reb Nachman takes this even further. He says that while you were alive, if you had kids, and you taught your kids well, so they continue your legacy. They are you. They are you. Like the kids nowadays say, he is him. That the kids are him. And they continue you in the world. And therefore, while you're up there, you're also down here. What is the code word for the you that's down here? Is your das. Your das is the code that while you're up there, you're also down here because you had kids. And we said it wasn't only about having kids that then just go and do whatever they do. It's about having kids that you gave das to. That your kids became your students. And then we mentioned also that your students are like your kids. Because the Torah says, V'shinantam levanecha, you should teach your kids. And the Torah says, your kids, this refers to your students. And then we learned, Reb Nachman brought the Gemara that said, anybody who teaches his friend's son Torah, it's like he made him. What does it mean he made him? He made him, took him from an NPC and turned him into a human being. Pasha. If a person's running around the world as an NPC, is he really alive?
No.
He's programmed. He's just going through the motions. He's not really alive.
Or I think there's a movie, correct me if I'm wrong, is it called Free Guy?
Yeah, we talked about this free guy.
Yeah.
Are you talking about this? Yeah. I feel like we should do a movie.
In Kirk Douglas Theater.